In this video, we cover an integral that results in an inverse trig function. And basically what we're working with here is the derivative of an inverse tangent. So let me just remind you of this. So the derivative of inverse tangent is 1 over 1 plus x squared. And I notice in this integrand, I have like a 1 over 1 plus sine squared, and it's sitting right next to the derivative of the sine function. So you have two basic approaches here. I could let u be equal to sine x and do a formal u sub on this. Or I can just recognize that if I had the inverse tangent of the sine of x, what I'm looking at in this integrand is the result of the chain rule operating on that. So the way I would normally handle this, it'd be a one-liner, and then I might check my work. So there's my claim for the answer, and then we'll check our work. And this is a function of a function, so we're using the chain rule, and my inner function is the sine of x, and I'm going to differentiate the inverse tangent with respect to the sine of x, treating that like a single variable. And the inverse tangent differentiates to 1 over 1 plus that variable thing squared. And then the chain rule says you have to tack on the derivative of that inner function with respect to x, which is the cosine function. And we verified that we had the correct guess. Now, if you want to be a little more formal about it, you could explicitly match the form of your integral to this formula, 1 over 1 plus something squared, by letting u be equal to the inner function. In order to make that guess, you still have to kind of see what's going on here, that you're trying to match this 1 over 1 plus something squared form. So I'm going to let u be equal to that something. This gives me du equals cosine x dx. And I see that just sitting right in the numerator of my integral. So I transform my integral into du over 1 plus u squared. So I have this 1 over 1 plus u squared form. So I guess my antiderivative, and it's the inverse tangent of u plus c. And then I sub in the definition of u in terms of x. So I have the inverse tangent of sine x plus c. If you find the math content on Zach's Lab helpful, click on the Zach's Lab logo on the right to browse playlists and subscribe to the channel. I produce dozens of new videos per month, and subscribing is the easiest way to find new content. Thanks for watching.